Thanks for tuning in. Everything that we're going to talk about or show or any of the products are all live on the website, queenbeecreationhome.com. Right now, we're shipping across Canada. Every time that I think it's looking better for opening it up and shipping to the States again, something else crazy happens. And so the crazy is still going on. And we'll see. I know that there's been some changes in terms of, at the legislature in the States and kind of voting in favor of eliminating or reducing tariffs, going back to duty free, all that kind of stuff. But it still has to be stamped by multiple other parties. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. So it's still on hold. There's just no way around that. Sorry. IOD, the new release is going great. I know that there are some elements that are sold out. The bunny mold being one. I still have some in the store because I restocked before. I restocked like 2 days after the launch. So I happened to get a lot of restock before all the sold out items became sold out everywhere. So this release, IOD is still going to be making more of. They're not limited edition except for the inlay, but you got to wait for them to make more. So right now I have everything in stock still, just no guarantees for how long. And again, I'll reorder, but shipments have been delayed and it is what it is. So that's that one. That's that. If you've been watching some of the videos, I got to tell you, one of my latest videos, which was taking old metal knitting needles and turning them into jewelry, turning them into bracelets, has been a really popular video. It's always amazing to me. Some things where I think I did something awesome, it really doesn't perform well as a video. And then when I do something that I think, should I even bother? Are people going to be interested in this? Which was the knitting needle video. All of a sudden, thousands of people are viewing that. So if you're one of the thousands, thank you. I appreciate it. If you haven't watched some of the other little lonely 200 viewers videos, jump on those ones. They'd love to get up. We're going to kick off tonight. I'm hoping that right now that this hangs in. We're in the midst of a big ice storm. It was looking a little bit milder when I left, but it's already freezing up again and everything is icing over. So power lines and things like that, outages can happen. So I am going to move through things quickly tonight. And because it's kind of a crummy night for driving and I just want to be home toasty and warm, which is where I hope you guys are. Nice and safe at home, toasty and warm. Don't venture out into the ice storm, which sounds like better advice if I was at home and not having ventured out. But it wasn't that far and we came in the truck, so it was better. Recent video was this big urn, which started life as a bright tin silver. So the video shows how we did the aging. I mean, I love doing this stuff. This is my jam. I really love taking something and kind of aging it out and doing layers and that sort of thing. So if you want to see how to do that, how to take it from that bright silver down to this, which I think is way more interesting and cool. If you don't, then just don't watch the video. But check out the video because this is a great finish on small pieces, but also on big. But this big urn, which was originally from HomeSense, is $24 on the website. Handing that over carefully, but look, nothing on my arm, no brace, no tense. Had my last x-ray today. The bone is healed. Which means I can be a little more aggressive on some of the physio now because he said, I'm not going to break bone, just don't snap your tendons or anything. It's all the tightness from tendons and things. So it just still doesn't have all the strength to be hauling big urns everywhere, but it's getting better. It's getting there. All right, this big picture, while we're on the urns and picture front, so this beautiful tulip pitcher is in great shape. It's vintage. It is from originally from OCI, which is actually a division of Fitz and Floyd. And if you're familiar with Fitz and Floyd, this looks like Fitz and Floyd. But it's in great shape. There's really no chips or cracks. I have it listed for $18, and the best price I found it for online was $50. So awesome deal. And I really like that one, especially into spring. It just looks like spring, right? So ice storm notwithstanding, you know, a little bit of spring in my life doesn't hurt. All right, this big terracotta pottery baking dish. This is from De Silva, Italy. I've got it priced for $18. I love that combination of the turquoise and the thing. Yeah, Darlene, the appointment went well. It did. It was good news all round. Yeah, just I was happy to see that everything had healed well. So this guy, best price I found it for online was $36, $18 in the shop. So I love the turquoise and the terracotta. I love necklaces and jewelry in those color tones too. Okay, this very colorful, first one of its kind in the shop. Little toilet paper holder. So this is hand painted Talavera Mexican pottery. Talavera, I have a fair number of little Talavera pieces. I haven't had anything this big, but definitely kind of fun and funky and kind of fitting. You know, like this would be cool in a cottage or something, I think. So $14 for that. I did see where they have some of these online. Best price that I found was $25. So, you know, 14, still a deal. This little set of two, I've got these pedestal bowls in this rough, kind of glazed pottery. These are Japanese. I have to pair for, you know, a lot of times, like I price these out and based on, you know, what I had to pay out for them and what I think is a reasonable price. And as you know, like I just price things to move. So I have the two of them priced at $9. The lowest price I found them for online was for $38 for a pair. So yeah, good deal on those. I like these. It kind of got this rough sort of worn kind of texture, a little bit more stone-like. And I think that they're just great little accent pieces. You know, they're good for, you know, going into the summer for things like salsa and guacamole and that sort of thing, but equally good just with dips and that kind, you know, nuts and all that sort of thing. So they're just nice kind of neutral, versatile kind of pieces, I think. This little cutie is, I think I can't remember what I called it, a mini carafe. It looks like bamboo, right? Kind of looks like that. So maybe originally for sake, I think, but I think it's a super adorable mini vase. It does have the little pouring spout, so it'd be equally cute on the table with vinaigrette in it, or, you know, like a little syrup or something. I just love the different two-tone and kind of the celadon green there. So that's $7. And this is a solid two-piece Mason and Cash juicer. So it's got the juicer on the top, and then the base. So it's got the rubber sealer, and then it's got the base, and it has all of the fluid measurements in it as well. So they say that it's like the juicer and the storage. So you can store the juice in there, or some of the sliced lemons, they said. But Mason and Cash, which is a very popular brand, and this is $9. And I forgot to write down when I saw how much it was, but I think it was in, I don't know, $25-$30 range, something crazy. This one was priced crazy. So I really liked the stylized florals, and I liked, they're all kind of etched in there, and then the raised hand painting of them. And I love how it's, some are hand painted, some are just outlined. Black base. I love that look of this for $9. But this guy, the best price I saw it for was 25. Okay, that's just a nothing. Just, scammer posting in there. So yeah, the best price I found this for was 25. So $9, way better price, but I think more realistic pricing. I don't know. That's just me. Beautiful little handcrafted pottery, signed. I love the two-toning. I love the little caramel stripe running around it. It's $11. So equally nice just as a decorative piece, but as a little floral vase, or, it's just infinitely usable. So that's cool. Okay. I don't do a lot of teacups and saucers, but I also don't turn them away if they come my way. So these two happen to have come my way. So first up is this little, it looks like little almost violets. You know that I'm not great with my flowers, so bear with me. So it looks like violets. This is Royal Sutherland from Staffordshire, England. So this set is $10. The best price that I found it for, and whenever I'm saying best price, that means that was the lowest price I found it for. The people were charging way more, but the lowest price I found it for was 17. Obviously now if somebody's searching, this will be the lowest price. But the more common pricing was in the $35 to $40 range for that one. This one is a Queen's teacup, also from Staffordshire, England, just in the soft pinks and soft greens. This is, both are bone china from England. This one, the lowest price I found for this one was $40. And so this one is $12 in the shop. So $40. And I think the highest was maybe about 60, 65 on that. I have no reason for why. It's just they are other people that know teacups and value better than I do, but I just don't care. I price them. I price them my prices. Okay, these guys. So I have a set of 4 of these. These are hummingbird mugs. You can see the hummingbird on there with the florals all the way around. These are from Rufus and Rhodey's. This is based on a Terry Isaacs piece of art. It's kind of in a not quite matte finish. But these guys sell for $19 each. That was the best price I found them for. I have the set of 4 for $18, but $19 each. Just, we're getting into the price. Like when you're paying $19 each, you're getting into the price of I'm scared to use them. As opposed to $18 for 4, then I could be using them every day and I'm not going to feel bad. So it's kind of where my head's at usually when I'm pricing things as well. All right, this little guy, this is the wood. Oh, I can't even remember anymore. Wood Wonder. Yeah, so these are little Wood Wonder ducks. This one in the little bit of yellow. They all come with individual names. Even if they have like the same one, same duck, same color, it has a totally different name. This one says, my name is O'Marion. So O'Marion could be yours for $8. So it is what it is. This guy is kind of, so this is handmade pottery. It is kind of in a luster finish. Can you see the glazing on this? So kind of like a burnt umbers and rust colors with a bit of that lustery kind of glaze on it. And you can see the holes in the bowl. This is a berry bowl. So you always have with a berry bowl, ideally you have the underplate. So when you wash your berries, then the water drains off of them. They're not sitting in the liquid and the lower plate catches it. So this berry bowl, $12. I think I have one other berry bowl set in the shop, which is in a totally different color scheme than this. I just really like the glazing effect on this. It was very different and unique. This little guy is just adorable. It's just a little elephant mug. He's just so cute. He's got a little bit of crazing, but he's $5 and he's just super sweet. So whether you are using him as a mug, a pencil holder, or I think he'd be cute with a potted plant in him. Just super cute for $5.
You've got one other berry bowl,
Okay.
sort of a blue and yellow rim around it, and you've got a stoneware berry box as well.
Yeah, the berry boxes
Looks
are
like a-
different.
looks like a
So
strawberry.
yeah,
box.
yeah. Those guys are different. But yeah, so there is one other berry bowl set in there. I thought I did. And I thought I would have guessed blue. Yeah, I would have guessed blue. Okay. So I have a set of 4 of these bowls. All they're certified international is the name of the company. So they're all a different pattern on the outside and a different pattern and color on the inside. So 4 different unique outsides, insides, and $12 for the 4 of them. And they're just a nice like cereal bowl, ice cream bowl. Might be too big for some people for ice cream. It's not too big for ice cream for me, but okay, it's probably more ice cream than I'm supposed to have, given I'm not supposed to have sugar in the ice cream has sugar, but ideally that's the size of ice cream I would like to eat. If nobody's looking. All right. I have a set of 4 of these hand blown seeded glass swirl goblets. So juice, wine, margaritas, drink of your choice. They're lovely. They're nice and solid, unique. They're really well done for hand blown. So sometimes you have some big discrepancies in some of the glassware sets. These are pretty much bang on, all 4 of them. So great shape. And $22 for these. And usually you'd find these for about $25 each. So $22 for the set of 4 of the seeded glasses. I have this little set. Just so cute. Look at the little cow. Look at of kind of farmhouse salt and pepper shakers. A little bit of crazing on these because of the age, but they're adorable for $7. So super cute there. Jim Shore, you know, I have a bit of an addiction for Jim Shore. I love getting pieces of his. I have yet to find or get or buy snowman or a Santa. Those are hard to get items, but this is the first time that I've gotten a sheep. Look at how cute he is. So Jim Shore from Heartwood Creek. This guy is $12. The best price that I found him for was $35. But theirs looked pretty shaky. This guy looks pretty darn good because this is from 2003. So pretty good shape for 23 years. But, you know, a lot of people really take good care of their Jim Shores. Just because they're a thing. They're a legitimate thing. All right. Last item, I think, is this floral planter. Now, floral vase. So it's got the green exterior and then the cutaway insert with the rough textured and kind of etched inserted floral for this. No stamping, so nothing to attribute it to, just beyond. I liked it. And it's $9. And I think I did the list.
Yep.
I think I got through it all.
Yep.
Perfect. And I'm not hearing major ice hitting the windows.
We can make it home.
So I think we're good for the drive home. We're good, and I'm heading for a warm cuppa. Okay, that's another scammer. Okay, there's a lot of scammers out in the ice storm today. They're just at home, cozy and warm with their cup of tea and posting. There you go. Thank you as always, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Check out the videos if you're so inclined. If you missed the bracelet one and knitting needles and you're thinking, what can I do with knitting needles? Check it out. I think that the same idea would make super cute plant stakes as well. So kind of a cool little gift of different plant stakes, maybe to a knitter if you're not inclined to make a bracelet. But check that out. If you want to see how we did the urn, check that one out, or any of the others that I got going, because you just never know. Looking forward to seeing you next week, guys. Until then, take care.